Alright, so this is the 2019 Volkswagen Polo 1.6 MPI. So I think many of you may familiar with this look right now because there are quite some Volkswagen Polo on the road in Malaysia. So we can see actually the Volkswagen Polo is actually a quite nice little hatchback and sporty little hatchback to drive around town. And it's also a good alternative for those who want something different and you do not want a Japanese hatchback to commute. This is a very reliable choice because it comes with a less troublesome 1.6 liter NA MPI engine paired to a reliable 6-speed gearbox sourced by Aisin. As you all know, Aisin also makes gearbox for Toyota vehicle. So it's a good move for Volkswagen to put in the 6-speed Aisin gearbox for the Polo because the Polos are made to be more reliable, affordable and easy to maintain. So these are the things that Volkswagen have put in the effort to make this car reliable. So let's take a tour for the exterior. So for the exterior is a very typical Volkswagen family design. The previous generation Volkswagen design, as you can see, it comes with a halogen reflector headlights with some design cues. Of course, it doesn't look as fresh as the new Volkswagen Polo has been introduced in Europe market and it looks much more nicer. But Malaysia, Volkswagen haven't introduced the new Polo yet, so this is the looks that we are getting. And this Polo you only can get through used car market because Volkswagen no longer sell this as new car. And the used price of this Volkswagen Polo are also pretty attractive. As you can see, the down part you get some chrome garnishing together with the very big intake grills, and you do get a front fog lights. And as for the side, you get single tone rim. This is a 15-inch rim measured in 185/60 R15. So even though it's a narrow tire, but due to a composed and good chassis, it actually makes the whole body very tidy during corners or even during straight lines. So it doesn't come with a keyless entry. So here's the overall look of the Polo. Very cute, very small. And as for the rear, as you can see, this tail light, does it look familiar? The new Product Asia. Of course, I'm just joking, but the design is very similar. And of course, all are finished in halogen bulbs. This is cost saving. A Volkswagen Polo badge, rear parking sensors. There are no rear spoiler, but it does come with rear wipers. So actually, the specs of this car is generously spec, and these are very old school design. As you can see, signal indicator integrated at the front fender instead of the side mirrors, and the side mirror doesn't come with auto fold. You need to fold it manually. And one special things with Volkswagen or Audi is, even though this is a base model hatchback, as you can see, the roof lining is actually laser welding instead of those traditional welding where you need a rubber strip to cover the welding points. But Volkswagen and Audi actually invest in this kind of welding so that it saves some costs to put the rubber seal, and it actually makes the car look more cleaner. Of course, this technology is more costly than those traditional way of welding the roof. So the front is McPherson strut suspension, the rear is torsion beam. So typical B segment hatchback. Of course, it has its siblings model, the Volkswagen Vento, which is a sedan version of this Volkswagen Polo. But personally, I prefer the Volkswagen Polo looks because it's just so small and so easy to drive around towns such as Seremban, KL, Johor, and it's rather fuel saving as well. And this car is introduced in 2019. It doesn't come with those modern safety features. It only comes with very simple electronic stability control, ABS, CBD. There are no autonomous emergency braking. There are no lane keep assist, whatever. It's just a very basic hatchback, daily commute hatchback. Alright, so now let's take a tour inside the car. So first thing, as you notice when you enter the car, the door pockets right here are all finished in hard plastic, and only this part is finished in fabric, but it's not squishy fabric. It's just a layer of fabric right here, and all for window in this car are fully automatic in both directions, so which is a good thing for a hatchback to offer. All four windows are automatic in both directions, and the door closing sound are solid than those Japanese rivals. Okay, and this door handle are made out of metals, so they are very good quality. These are the central locking, only for the driver side but not the passenger side. And okay, let's close the window. And it does have a window lock right here. These are the side mirror adjustments. These are the headlight controls. And when you push, you activate the front and rear fog lights. And these are the aircon vents design. Pretty traditional Volkswagen design in the era. And these are the manual headlight leveling. So the steering wheel are tilt and telescopic, so you can find a ergonomic driving position. And here are the analog meters, and this is your range, this is your mileage, and you can cycle between the multi-information display by pressing these buttons. This is to adjust the time, elapsed time, the service reminder. It's just a very basic multi-information display which displays necessary information. These are your RPM meter, these are your speedometer. So these are the multifunctional steering wheel. You can cycle between all those functions by pressing these buttons, but these two are actually for the this is an infotainment screen. You can press you can set different things. These are your radios, media. This I already hooked up to my Bluetooth, so it shows the title of the song, the artist, and this is the duration, and this is to select play next song or previous song. Pretty simple to use, and here you can slot your SD card, and this is your aux jack, this is your USB ports. Pretty complete infotainment screen, I would say. These are hazard lights, this is the rear defrost. And right here, this is your single zone climate controls, control your fan speed. This is your temperature. And these are your different modes, and with auto function, quite nice. And down here you get a very big storage space and a cup holders right here. And you can chunk a lot of things. Phone, this are my phone holder, and this 12-volt socket. And these are the gear knob, gear lever, up and down. Pretty solid gear knob, I would say. This is the same gear knob you can find in the Volkswagen Passat. And this being a B segment, of course, it doesn't come with electronic parking brake. These are just a manual handbrake. And this is the central armrest. It's wrapped in fabric, very comfortable, and can adjust different height so that you can find an ergonomic position to rest your hands. And these are the seats, very basic fabric seat, but these are high quality fabric seats. And the side bolsters are enough to hold my side so that I don't roll around when I drive more enthusiastic. This is the glove box. So pretty big, I would say, for a Continental car. And door pockets. And one thing good for Volkswagen or Audi is, as you can see, most door pocket cannot fit this bottle. This is my bottle, and only Volkswagen Polo can fit this large bottle. I cannot fit this bottle in the Honda Jazz or the Toyota Yaris, but it can fit in the Volkswagen Polo. So this is one plus point for the Polo. But of course, the technology, the interior design aren't as interesting as the Honda Jazz or the Toyota Yaris, but it's Volkswagen built car are meant to be ergonomic, usable. Everything is where it's supposed to be. So this is how Volkswagen works. So now let's try out the back seats. So the front seat I've adjusted to my comfortable sitting position. So for the rear, okay, this seat bench is not flat like most cars. It actually angles up so that it can support your thigh. Although the seat bench is not long enough. And here you do get your rear account vents. These are your cup holders, basic. It doesn't come with a central armrest, but it does have isofix for the outer two seats. Individual adjustable headrests with 3 individual seat belts, and these seat belts are not those Japanese car which mounted on the top. It's mounted on the seat. So this shows difference between Volkswagen and Japanese rivals. And you can also fold down the seats by pulling these 2 levers. Of course, it's not totally flat, and the seat folds 60-40. Quite nice. As for the boot, how you're gonna open the boot for Volkswagen Golf or Polo? Just pull this Volkswagen logo. It's an electronic latch. Open up, generous size, and does come with a partial shelf. So yeah, this is basically a short walk around video of this 2019 Volkswagen Polo. Because this is not a new car, so there are nothing much to talk about. I just bring you briefly around this Volkswagen Polo. It's actually, honestly speaking, it's a worth considering B segment hatchback if you are looking for a comfortable and it can cruise fast in the highway without hassle, and the ride quality of Volkswagen is always better than Japanese rival. So I think it's worth considering. For used car market, this car doesn't price so crazy. Just that the maintenance wise, you need to take a little bit extra care because it's a Volkswagen. So yeah, this is my short comments about this 2019 Volkswagen Polo. So if you have any comments, you can comment down below and let me know what you think about this car, or if you have any question regarding to the Volkswagen Polo, you can also comment down below. I will try to answer you. So that's the end of the walk around video. Cheers.